The home of the nearly dead. Good evening, the Arcane detective here. Today's case file is on Venderbight. Since death simply does not really happen underneath, death is for the most part an inconvenience. However, for those unfortunate people who suffer gross debilitating injuries, who are not allowed to be in polite London society, these newly minted tomb colonists wrap themselves in bandages and are sent to the tomb colonies, by extension, north, to Venderbight. The largest of the tomb colonies, Venderbight is by far the most known tomb colony. Its status as the largest haven for the nearly dead is mostly due to Venderbight's close proximity to London. The other reason why Venderbight is the largest is because it is the most hospitable, especially compared to the other sister colonies of Zibalba and Kanakchuk. However, despite being the least depressing tomb colony, there is no way around the fact that Venderbight is a dull and dangerous place. Dull, besides the dust wine, due to the fact that though Venderbight is not far from London, visitors rarely come here. That is why Venderbight is used as a hiding place, usually by people trying to escape scandal. This is much to the delight of the nearly dead colonists. The dangerous part comes from the boring nature of Venderbight, and the tomb colonies in general. Since there is nothing to do, and tomb colonists already come from a daring and dangerous stock already, Venderbight is awash with duelists, daredevils, and adventurers of all stripes, all of whom love to challenge visitors and other tomb colonists to duels of a physical and mental nature sometimes. It is usually of a physical variety, however, making the tomb colonists in Venderbight some of the most dangerous people in the Neath, not just due to their combat training, but also due to their years of experience. And since these tomb colonists are old, sometimes even older than London itself, they tend to have a lot of it. One of the oldest in Venderbight being the first curator, who is responsible for running the tomb colonies, an individual of undetermined gender, and is perhaps the oldest tomb colonist, as old as the third city. This old age, however, is catching up to the first curator, and he currently resides in Venderbight mostly due to being unable to move, probably due to the fact that he has no limbs. There are a few locations of interest in Venderbight, one being a great restaurant, The Vengeance of Jonah, run by the bandit's poisoneer. The Lamplighters Arcade sells copper jewelry, a tradition that is older than the fifth city of London, while the Stalagmite Arcade is known to be a haunt for Venderbight's best chess players. There is one location, however, that is of great interest, a place that even the first curator doesn't want to speak about. The Grand Sanatorium is a building made of marble imported from Italy, and it is the place where tomb colonists go to waste away and die, peacefully. Well, it's either that or being eaten by frost moths. The Grand Sanatorium is the largest building in all of Venderbight. The sanatorium itself is run by Dr. Carrywell, the permanent surgeon, and despite the title, she doesn't do much surgery. Carrywell is, however, the one who handles tomb colonists most near to passing, and it is said that the good doctor extracts information from her patients. What Carrywell does with that information is up to much speculation. Well, that's it for this case file. I hope you all have a good day, and as always, good evening.